Can you guys kind of take us through that final possession? Craig hit that step back, and then sort of what happened on the other end?
You want to go?
I mean, shit, you made the shot.
We just ran the same play the whole time. You know, a little ghost screen like me and Tysone been doing, and I just kind of felt good in that situation, scoring a lot of points in that little last segment. So just felt like a shot I could hit, and then after I made it, I feel like we got a little comfortable. They pushed the ball, and the point guard just made a good pass, and we were a little late, and they just got a dunk for the game.
Craig, in the second half and into overtime, I mean, you're really feeling it out there. You know, what was kind of behind your inspired play today?
It wasn't really nothing special. It was just overall just trying to give my team whatever we need to compete. I mean, our big focus is turning this thing around and getting on the right direction, especially heading into the conference tournament. So really just whether it's scoring, defending, rebounding, like I always say, anything I can do to help my team fight and have a chance to always win, I'm going to do it no matter what it is.
For all three of you guys, you know, coming down the stretch here, a game like today, you know, is that another gut punch, or does that kind of tell you, you know, that's the number 14 team in the nation, double overtime game like that, it sort of give you a hope that anything is possible coming down the stretch here?
Yeah, for sure. I don't think you playing Houston. I don't think you take them to double OT. I don't think you figure that's like an accident or it's a gut punch. It's more, you know, confidence building than anything. It's a great team, well-coached team that plays hard. Like you said, they were 14th in the country, and, you know, obviously we've been losing some games, but to take them all the way down to the wire, you know, it's definitely a big game. Obviously wanted to come out victorious. You never play a game to lose, but, you know, that gives us a lot of confidence going to these next games. We got Memphis coming up on Sunday next week. You know, that's another big-time game, and we got to get as much momentum we can going into the conference tournament because that's where we're, you know, our lives on the line.
Having a week off now, kind of in between games, is that good, or is this kind of a feeling where you want to get right back out on the court?
Me personally, it's good. But, I mean, I want to go play another game right now. You know, I don't like losing, so I think, you know, we'll do what we need to do in terms of getting our minds ready, our bodies prepared, you know, for this last stretch. And, you know, we just got to continue to pound a stone, chop wood, carry water every day. And we've been doing that, you know. It might not show up in the win-loss column the way we wanted to, but I know that we attacking the grind and trusting the process each day.
Ricky getting the start today, does that change your mentality at all, change the way you play, or is it kind of just another day out there for you?
I mean, it kind of caught me off guard. I mean, it's whatever. I'm going to be ready. If you start me, if you don't start me. I mean, I know you're going to change the lineups from time to time. I just had to stay ready. I think I had a pretty decent start and finish, but just made a little mistake. So it's whatever.
That's
Anything else for
blew
players?
my, bro. What am I?
I thought the guys played hard. They battled tonight. Give Houston a lot of credit. There's a reason they're, you know, a top 25 team in the country. They made plays when they had to. I thought we had some crucial turnovers late. I thought overall our defense was good. I thought we were executing on offense, and they went to the zone late. That caused us some problems. But I felt like we rebounded well. We competed. We just came up short.
Coach, that final possession, you know, Craig makes that, you know, step back three to tie it. And can you kind of break down what you saw, what happened there as far as Houston bringing up the court and getting that game-winning dunk?
I think Craig didn't want him to roll the ball up the floor to take time off the clock because it would have stopped the clock. So he guarded the guy a little higher up, and he got hit with a flat back ball screen from their big guy. And I think the little guard drove past Kenny, and then one of our other guys had to help up. But it was a big-time play by a big-time player. I give him all the credit, you know, for him to go make that happen at the end of the game. Obviously, we didn't want to give up a layup. You know, we wanted to make them shoot a contested shot. They got a dunk at the end, and that was the ball game.
How about the performance from Craig today? And it seemed like that second half, especially into both overtimes, he was, you know, on a whole other level. Maybe something that we haven't seen this year, but is that kind of something that you think he could be capable of every single night out there?
Yeah, he's healthy this year. He's more athletic. We were running a play where we were letting him drive the basketball, and if they didn't help out, he was free to post up and make some good moves, and he was able to score around the rim, draw some fouls on them. They did a good job of, they couldn't guard us on that play, so they started going to zone, and it kind of slowed us up right there at the end.
A game like this, double overtime against the number 14 team in the nation, going down the stretch, you're fighting for your life here. Does this, to a certain degree, sort of give you some more confidence in that sense? That's one of the best teams out there. You certainly could have won that game today, right?
Yeah, we went overtime with two really good teams, Arizona, Houston, but we got to have that same effort against teams that are not ranked, teams that's got the same record as we had. We got to go out and be able to put together 40 minutes. Like when we go to Memphis, nothing we did against Houston is going to matter. We got to go over there and compete like we did tonight. I thought we competed at a high level. I thought we rebounded. I think we out-rebounded them. That was a good job. Wish we could have made some more free throws late and give them the credit again. Big-time play that Shed made at the end, getting that guy a dunk shot.
On the sideline, I think we saw you maybe the most animated we've seen you all year about a couple of the calls the refs made. Just kind of want to get your thoughts on that and what had you so upset over there when you're talking to him?
Yeah, I thought the officiating was good for the most part. I always look at the foul line, and we were in the double bonus. I just asked the question about, we had 3 or 4 goaltends, and I kind of wanted that goaltend right there. That was it, but the refs did a fantastic job. We just didn't finish down the stretch, turnovers late, second chance points. I think they got some rebounds. That one scramble situation where they drove it on the baseline, we played excellent defense. We closed out. They threw it out to a 7-footer who hadn't taken a 3 in his career, and he stepped up and made a 3, man. That was a big, big basket.
Now, a week between games now, is this kind of a situation where you wish you could get back out there sooner, or is it nice to have a little time to kind of let this one roll off and be able to prepare for another big game next Sunday?
Yeah, it would be great to get back out there, but I know we probably need some rest. We had some guys that played like 45 minutes, at least 2 or 3 guys. Tysone is a little gimpy. His ankle is still swollen, bothering him a little bit. So we need a day off, a day of individual, and then come back, have 2 good days of practice, go down, and be ready to play a tough Memphis basketball team on their home court.
Ricky getting the start today, finished with 17 and 10, obviously a big game for him. What was the decision process like for you, debating on switching up the lineup by taking Joe out and putting Ricky in today?
Yeah, it's no decision really, because I try to tell people, Ricky is at the end of every game, the last 15 minutes. So it's just like he's a starter. It don't really matter who start. It matters who finished the game. But I kind of want to get in there and have an extra ball handler, because I hadn't felt like we're handling the ball as well as we need to. So him being on the floor gives me another handler.
5 guys you had out there for overtime, both overtimes, most of the second half. Do you feel like that's kind of your best lineup right now? Like you said, it's the guys that finished the game, not the ones that started, right?
Yeah, those guys finished the game, every one of them that we played this year. So it's no difference. Like we played Kansas State, those 5 guys was on the floor for probably 12 straight minutes. We played North Texas, those guys were on the floor. So we always put our best players on the floor at the end of the game.
From a rebounding aspect, did you feel like this was maybe the best game for you guys from a rebounding standpoint? I know they had 16 offensive boards. Did you feel like the defensive rebounding-wise was pretty good today?
Yeah, I felt like we rebounded, except probably the last 2 minutes. They got a lot of second shots, a lot of 50-50 balls that they dove on the floor. We dove too, but they came up with it, and we came up a little short. But we did get effort on the glass. We had guys going. We had guys checking out. Had the referee calling some fouls, so I like that, the fact that our guys were going to check out. So I felt like we did a better job on the glass. Well, thank you guys for having me.
Thanks, guys.
All right.